So, hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing a street lighting overview of this Thorn Beta 5. So, let's just get straight into it. Now, this is a Thorn Beta 5, pretty much everyone will see that. They were very common lanterns in the UK and quite a lot of other areas at one point. They operate on a 35 watt SOX lamp. They came in quite a lot of variants. This variant is a Thorn EMI MK16, but they were made up like from the 1970s until the 2000s. So yeah, and fun facts, I have 3 of these. 2 of them are currently being borrowed by another collector at the moment. So I have this one, and then I have a 2001 slimline one, which is basically got the same bulb, because they did make a slim bulb, but mine's just got a normal bulb and a flat canopy. And I actually have a really rare variant of the Thorn Beta 5, which I think a lot of collectors will know what I mean, which is called an amber minor. It's top entry, so where the photo cell is on these variants, that's where the column goes in, and sadly it's not got the original bulb, and it's got a very rare leak ballast. So let's get straight into it. So I purchased this lantern very cheaply a couple of months ago. The reason it was cheap, it was in bad condition and missing all the parts of the bulb. This is not the original bulb. The original bulb was smashed to pieces. It didn't have a lamp. The gear was broken. It faulty and bypassed, and it did not have a photo cell. I've put the cell on myself, and you can see the cell socket has some damage to it, unfortunately, which is fairly natural. It's just what happens when it's in service, I guess. So it was in bad condition when I got it, but I've restored it myself. So here you can see the label, which says Thorn EMI Beta 5 lamp 35 watt SOX, isolate supply before surfacing, made in Great Britain, and then an IP54 weatherproof rating. This, which I think is like a Thorn logo, and this, which I assume is some model number. And then if we just go slightly along, and here this says MK16, that's the model. So I've restored this myself. The other thing that was wrong when I got it is that these grub screws here were very tight and seized, but I managed to use a lot of oil and WD-40 force, and they are now free. I can see they both are in fairly good condition. So let's open it up, and you guys will be able to see what this lantern consists of. So let me try and get it back into frame. And there's a screw here. This screw is not original, sadly. The other screw was in bad condition, and I took it out once and I think it fell and I lost it. So, but I found a screw which fits absolutely perfectly, like the same as the original screws. Only difference is it's a flathead screw rather than a Phillips or crosshead, whatever they're called. So yeah, let's just undo that. There we go. And opening the lantern, you can now see the control gear. So I have made efforts to restore this. Basically, I've left it sort of as is. So let me walk you guys through the different parts. So you have, if I zoom in slightly, you have here the terminal block, which is where the mains power comes through from the plug. Here the earthing terminal, which is where the earth from the power comes through. And the wires go down to this, which is the photocell socket. Now you may notice there's electrical tape on the photocell socket. As you know, the photocell socket, as I showed, is broken on the front. I do need to buy a new photocell socket for this. But what's wrong is the terminal's broken, so the wires are kind of just wedged in there and don't make a good contact. So this tape here is there temporarily until I get a new socket, and it's basically just holding the wires in place so that nothing short circuits. This piece is just like organising the wires, etc. So the wires come down to this other terminal block, and then here, this is the ballast. Now this ballast is not original to the lantern because the original ballast was in bad condition. The terminals were like the quick connect type, not these normal ones, and were broken and brittle, so I couldn't use them. So I've got this new ballast, which is connected, so the live wire comes into the ballast, the neutral to the lamp holder. Then it goes out the ballast into this igniter, which will move along. Now this igniter is not original either. This is a Philips SX72 igniter. These were really common igniters, actually. So this is zip tied in. Reason being, the clips are missing. I do still have the clips, but when I refurbished it, I just couldn't get the igniter in the clips, so zip tied it. So I've left out the clips, and then the neutral just goes from the lamp holder into the igniter too. So everything is wired up. You might not be able to see it. It is very sort of cramped, but down there, if I rotate my phone, there is an earthing terminal here, which is where the earth from the power goes to the ballast, just earthing the metal casing. And this is 35 watt SOX gear. So let's close this up again and screw it in. So I'm just going to do that right now, and we will then switch on and warm up the lantern. So I'm just going to screw the gear tray back in. This might take a while, so I might end up editing this video, but I'm not sure. So, sorry, this is taking a while. Actually, the screw does take a few tries to line up. It is a bit wobbly. Anyway, that'll do. So that is nice and tight, you can see. Yeah, that's tight. So then you can see the lamp support. Let me zoom out again. So the parts this consists of, again, you've got the lamp holder, which is what the lamp plugs into. Oh, and this plastic clip which holds the bowl on. And then this lamp support, which you can see is unfortunately a bit bent, sort of here. What this does is supports the lamp against moving around too much or hanging down. So without any further sort of rambling, let's get this warmed up. So we're going to put this Philips 35 watt SOX in. I'll try and... You can't see the label very well, but it says Philips, made in the UK, Master SOX PSG 35 watt. And the PSG lamps don't have the little black bit here. I think they're basically a more modern version. So let's plug this in to the lamp holder and make sure it's resting in the support and nice and tight, which it is. And then we get the bowl. Now to put the bowls on these, very simple. What you do, and I'll once again zoom out. This has got quite good zoom with the camera on my phone, which is good. And what you do is you hinge the bowl on here, and then you just carefully bend it around there. That didn't actually match very well. Let me do this again. And then what you want to do when you've done that, line the clip and bowl up and just gently push that, and it's now closed. So to warm it up, I will rotate it this way, and since I have connected the NEMA socket, albeit a bit weirdly, we are going to put this photocell on. Now this photocell is a nice green colour. It is a Royce Thompson Oasis 1000, you can see. And again, this lantern didn't actually come with a photocell. This is my own addition. So I'll just turn it round nearer to my plug socket, and I can plug this in and I can warm it up. So let me do that now. Should turn on. I might need to get something like a sock to cover up the photocell so it doesn't turn off, because if the photocell senses that it's daylight, it's going to turn off. So I'm probably going to need to cover the socket. So, not the socket, the photocell. So let's turn that on now. I've plugged it in. There you go, it's starting up. I'm just going to get a sock to cover up the photocell so that it doesn't turn off. Yeah, so just get that on there. There you go. There you go. And now I'll let that warm up. So best switch on my phone. There, so we can watch this warm up now. It is a really nice lantern. I might speed the warm-up up slightly, actually, because I'm at 10 minutes, so I want to make this video a bit quicker, so I am going to speed the warm-up up slightly. So I'll see you then. So I've just filmed it warming up and sped that up, as you can see. It's now fully warmed up. It looks nice, and it is a lovely monochromatic orange colour. And the monochromatic glow is interesting because it kind of makes everything like kind of look black and white. So yeah, and you may notice if I focus enough, there is a slight flicker, which is because it's magnetic control gear. It's just kind of delivering that direct 50 Hz to the lamp, which results in this flicker, basically. So it's quite interesting how these work. The ballast is there to kind of just limit the power to the lamp, etc. The igniter, I think, just gives like a big kick of power, which is what strikes the lamp, because if you put it directly on the ballast, it won't work. I've tried, and you do need the igniter to strike the lamp. So yeah. Anyway, that's basically it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this overview and warm-up. And I will probably make more videos like this on my other lanterns. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and bye.